Live streaming checklist. Check, check, check. Let's get it on. Let's see. Streak is 29, no, 23, so I need like 70 champs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 times 4. That's what, 80? 76, 72, 69 or so. Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? Good to see you all again. I kind of waited for the next 24-hour event to come around for solo events, and it just so happens to be Arena Wins, and we want these alphas, so what better time than now? Of course, I am going to have to do my infinite streak and all that fun stuff, but I haven't streamed in a while, so hopefully everything still looks good, sounds good. Just let me know if there's some issues. Anuj, Leonidas, greetings, boss. Thank you, sir. Cade, third. Ha. Delithius, yeah, man. It's been a bit, and I mean, as you know from previous streams, my my internet and streaming capabilities are all dictated by my cell phone usage. So if I start getting up there on my monthly usage, they start ramping my speed and stuff. It's just kind of inconvenient. I updated my computer. It took a little bit for me to get things kind of working the way they were prior, but everything seems to fire right up. I hope, like I said, let me know if it all looks good. If it doesn't look good or sound good, I might just have to call it short. But so far, it's telling me that well, that I've got bad video settings, but that's nothing new there, really, for the most part. Mary Brennan, how are you? Croy, awesome Warvid, thank you, sir. I had fun doing those. Doc82, sending the kisses. I love it. Good to see you, Doc. Hope all is well in your world, sir. Cousin just duped his 6-star Sentinel. Well, good for him. That's pretty slick right there, man. Because my Sentinel, he's not getting any stronger, but as the game progresses, you're gonna want high-ranking 6-stars eventually. So that's great, a great start. iChurch, what is up, good sir? Good war to you guys the other day, man. You guys really stepped it up from our last war, man. It was impressive, impressive victory for sure. D Money Squad, the man, the myth, the legend, like Batman. How you doing, man? Doing good. Fitz Shillingford, my Georgia brother from a European mother. How are you, sir? Oh, the scroll. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Here we go. All right. Hope everybody's Christmas went well. That if you guys got any deals, you didn't piss away all your units in poor fashion. No face cam. Nope. Nope. Gonna ride that puppy. Maybe I'll make like an amount. Like if I'm donated $10,000, I will do a face cam sesh. One face cam sesh. It's important. I might be somebody really famous, man. You never know. Never know. Dreamin', good to see you. And Brett King. I thought I sensed beauty in here. Mr. Abdullah, it's been a while, B. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Working hard, yes, sir. Live streams on point. Thanks, Leonidas. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. 90% of Christmas units went to 100% variant. Oh, chapter 2. I was pretty fortunate. I did make it through there. Of course, I've got some pretty beefy characters, of course. I did make it through with spending, I think it was around 3,000 units, and I'd grinded for them, but I also had like 1,800 free crystals. So that really helped me a ton in terms of what I needed to actually purchase to continue to go through variant. So it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Scentman is live, yes sir, Robert. I've been getting your comments, man. Been trying to reply every chance I can. He's a great champ. I think people will have a lot of fun with him once you once you kind of get a feel for him and what he can do. I took down a 565 domino today in just over 2 minutes. Took 70 hits, and I mean, wasn't anything special whatsoever. Contest champion. The frog's in the house. How are you, sir? I'm gonna try to stay up. My kids are off this week. I've got some work I'll be doing, of course, but no real obligations where I got to wake up too early. So I'm gonna try to hang out and hop in your stream later. I made it like the first 30 minutes last night, and then the next thing I knew, my phone was dead. I was in the chair. The TV had turned itself off, and yeah, I was out like a light. The Polymation found me on Cage channel. Perfect, man. I try to hang out in Cage stream. His 11 o'clock stream, I can usually be in there uh, more frequently than BG's late night one. Plus, there's a lot of, there's a little bit more traffic and conversation in BG, so it's hard to interact with everybody the way we can here. And so tonight, nights like tonight, there might be 30, 40, 50 people that swing by and say hi, so it's really easy to have a good conversation. And thank you on the scent vids. I appreciate that. I'm going to do a big overview video, kind of something a little bit more long form, where I might start out talking about him, like his profile and everything, showing his abilities on screen, what he, the signature levels and all that, and what it all kind of boils down to. And then we can get into some gameplay. I'll take him into a few places. Like Roma Legends is good just because I've got the duration to sort of highlight all more of his abilities, and then maybe jump into something else where I can show where he's good against like a buffet path or something like that because of his heal block and things like that. What's my best GGC pool? I only opened like five, and two of them I gifted from like my alternate account, and then I got the three from the calendar. So I didn't really buy any. I got three basics though, three full basics in five crystals, or yeah, five of those crystals, and then some tier two alpha. So that was pretty good. All right, good to see you. Greetings to you as well. What I do is this is sort by availability, sort by 5 star, puts the lower ones with 2 clicks. Yeah, I know, I've done it too. For Loki alumni reunion, yes sir. For the alumni, man, is our previous membership is grown. We could start a lot of alliances with everybody that's been through the doors at some point. How did I get Thanos? 5.4 legend run, same one that BG's got. Excuse me. He was just a little bit, I think maybe like 15, 20 places faster than I was. So I got a 4 star Thanos. Yeah, Abdullah is correct. Thanks, iChurch. I appreciate that on the Sentinel videos. Map 7 MVP. I think I'm kind of on board with Cade in terms of what you need to bring. Of course, we need to see final iterations first, but you're going to need like one specific champ and then a couple lane clears. So, of course, Sentinel will be good for like an Omega Red Mini. Then you need, well, certain paths need different things. So, Ghost Rider seems like he's going to be timeless regardless. So, I think someone like Ghost Rider Blade, Sentinel, Ghost Rider Blade, Venom, or just Venom, he's got this sustainability as well. So, those guys made some really good videos, and I pretty much echo their sentiments on it. Jam the man, Art of Chaos. Good to see you, sir. Apocalyptic, Mr. Sparks. Good to see you guys. Hope everybody's out there getting their alpha on. Oh man, I got a cough. Epic. What is the best way to farm 4 star crystal shards? Probably arena. I mean, of course, you get some from the monthly events and stuff like that, and then just do an arena. Oh, guys, sorry. Something bothered me. I got to get a drink here. Gosh. So duplicating your 2 stars give you 3 star shards. Duplicating 3 stars, of course, get you 4 star shards. Boom, you're gonna get more 4-star crystals. It's funny. I open like, depending on how much arena I do, like 2 to 3 4-stars a week. And recently I've been opening like 1 to 2 5-stars a week. So as the game progresses, you kind of just keep working your way up the ladder. My main attack team, Leonidas, is typically Magic, Vision, and Sentinel, or Magic, Vision, and Morningstar for synergy. I brought Hyperion today because I was going to take a Poison node that had a Cosmic Champ, and I didn't want to do it with Sentinel. So Magic's a staple for sure, and then the other two spots sort of rotate based on who's in my way and what I need. Can Sentinel take a 29 Killmonger and not work because of his SP2? Well, you wouldn't use his SP2. It'd be like fighting Domino. I probably wouldn't use specials at all, except for the special 3. Um, if I get a chance, I will try tomorrow. If there's a Killmonger there, I'll try him. Because he does have the raw damage, and the intercept stuff is no problem. Might take a little bit longer to build up his analysis charges versus like a Domino, so I'll have to just check and see. Have to just check and see. Try it out. What's the worst that could happen? Die? Where do I use Sabretooth the most, Croy? I use them in difficult... I use them in dungeons. Of course, arena. I use them in difficult content that has masochism, and I will throw in Killmonger synergy because it doesn't... masochism doesn't trigger with that synergy. But otherwise, he pretty much lives on defense. Ghost Rider Blade Darkhawk, map 7. Could be. I still am a noob when it comes to Darkhawk. Don't really know much about him. Let's see here. I'll mix these up. Ah, man. Guys, sorry. I don't know what's going on. I didn't start coughing until I went live here. Use Sentinel and War Undupe. Spend a minute setting it up, just hitting the block with the NC trick, then killed with a heavy in next 23rd. Yeah, that's the trouble. If he's not awakened, it can take too much time to set up his analysis charges and get those off. So he really does benefit from his dupe, even if it's just Sig 1. Like being awakened is a big deal for him. You have too many alpha cats to do arena? Man, you never have too many alpha cats. Because then you can just sell them for tier 2 alpha shards if you need to. Done that a time or two. The answer is always arena, no matter what you're trying to get. Yep, that's true. You need units? Arena. Battle chips? Arena. Gold? Arena. 4-star shards, 5-star shards? Arena. You got it. Best 4-star character? You need to be more specific there, Epic. Depends on what you need. Where you're at in the game. You need sustainability, power control, immunities. 4-stars, I mean, there's a lot of really good ones. They just all have different uses. It's kind of same with 5-stars, but... And Dreamin's right. Show a chick your arena score and you're in. I did 15 million, baby, for this last arena. What do you think of that? You like that? I did it in 140 rounds even, I think, too. And I missed a full run with my 565s and 455s because I fell asleep. So that kind of blew. Yeah, not for loyalty. That's true, Star. You can't get loyalty from Arena. Please take Killmonger with Sentinel. Let me grab that top power rating spot back. That's how I lost it last season. It was like last war of the year or the season after we clinched. I died on some just not trying hard or trying something. You're not getting that power rating back. I'm keeping it. Keeping it. Yeah, Arctic Chaos, the loyalty issue. I'm really hoping that like teaser video they put out about Alliance Quest, like in general, they showed the costs of it, and map 6 and map 7 were exact same costs. So if that's true, that would be wonderful. But yeah, if it goes up, they got to do something else, man. They got to do something else. Panda Man Pete. I think I say it that way because everybody else says it that way when they see you in a stream. Panda Man. So I'm just gonna fall in line with that one. Great chat turnout. Yeah, 43. Oh man, it's great considering I don't think I've streamed in like 3 months. I've had a really busy 3 months. Just real life stuff, and then of course my kids. They don't. They go to bed about 8ish. So by the time 9, 10 o'clock rolls around, kind of settling in for the night, then Cade's going live at 11, and I'm not really trying to like take away any of his viewerships. And I know he said on stream and stuff that don't sweat it and whatnot, but I like to watch his streams anyway. But it's fun. I do like hanging out with you guys, even though I'm just like this faceless wonder here. I'm the Oz man. I'm the man behind the curtain. Polymation, have you ever died in AW with Sentinel? If yes, to which champ? Yes, and I think I uploaded a video of it actually. Maybe I might not have. I died to Infinity Man, and it was my fault. I got hit by his special one, and that shock damage just lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts. So once again, that was my fault. Definitely shouldn't have happened because I revived and I went back in and I crushed him. So it wasn't that. It was just a mistake. Other than that, yes, I did die one other time to a Morningstar boss, and I tried to record it, but I guess my recording was too long or something because it didn't save to my phone. But I felt it was kind of BS. She threw her special or a heavy, either one, and I went in to punish, and she parried me and five hit me to death. So it was kind of, I thought it was questionable. So I'm torn between Corvus, Ghost Rider, and Magic for your fourth rank 5 suggestion. Well, hmm. I love Magic. I really do. I know what Corvus can do. Ghost Rider, I mean, if you don't plan on running map 7, he can do everything you need at rank 4. Because in War, he's mostly for synergies. In Alliance Quest, in map 6, rank 4 is plenty to get you through everything. He does have really great prestige, so and as does Corvus. So if you need prestige, then either one of those two is going to do you great. If you need power control, of course, Magic's the go-to. And then if you need any kind of like the bleed immunity with Corvus, a raw damage war champ, he'd be the guy too. I know why everybody hates setting up the infinite streak on stream. Can't read chat. Got to focus on this kingpin. Trying to bait a special. He's not going to go for it. I think this ought to down him though. Oh no, 1%. There we go. What are good 4-star characters like the ones to try and summon for? Ghost Rider, probably Vision still. Age of Ultron, he's fine. Corvus is really good. I mean, basically all the good 5 stars are also good 4 stars. So any of those champs you see, Blade, I use a 4-star Blade quite a bit. Void is really good for different things. So X23, if you need some sustainability, run an AQ or something, she's a good champ. If you pick up Korg and can awaken him, throw him on defense, that's always good. All right, I think we got a couple more rounds, and I can jump to my top dogs here. I had to grind when I could, so it was a lot of rounds with lower champs. Oof, yeah, Jam, I hear you, man. You got to lock them 4K shards, and now that I think they're going to be around for a couple weeks. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try to pick up as many of those as I can for sure. But it does take a little bit of time. I'm not gonna lie. We'll try this team. Planning to buy the unit offer? What unit offer? The 5-star cash? No, I'm saving my units on that. I'm good for a chance. Like it's essentially like a $200 chance at a crystal. I'm good with that. Died to Gwenpool last war season. Last season. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been so close. Dreaming, that's true. That's true. I've died 4 times. Well, technically 4 this season. 2 of them were timeouts, so I don't know if I count that. I don't know if I count that. Can you tell Taters the devil my power rate? That's true, BG. For all your live wars, that's got to add a difficulty factor in there for sure. So we can look into that. I'll be diplomatic about it. We need to look into that. I'll see what I can do. Pull some strings. Shane Ramsey, how you doing, sir? Holy crap, a B Manny live stream. TS Tap. Yep, live. I know, I've been thinking about it. Well, I've been on Cade stream the other night and been catching some more live streams. I was like, I need to check my internet speed. So I did a speed test, and my Wi-Fi internet is it was like 11 or 12 megabyte download and zero point 0.7 upload. But my cell phone, which is what I'm streaming from now to my iMac, is it was like 40 or 50 download and like 15 upload. So the speed is ridiculous. So yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, what the hell? We'll give it a twirl, man. We'll have some fun. Hop and chat with some people. Croy sending over $2. Hey, dude, I love it. Thank you, sir. Stream more often. Hashtag Fort Loki. B Manny the boss and Croy the funder of bad decisions. Let me get you updated, sir. I do appreciate that. Croy H. There we are. Thank you, sir. And yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Like I said, I've just been really busy, but I've actually gotten caught up on a lot of my work over the past couple months. So I think over the next few months, it definitely won't be a regular thing. But if I could do it like once every 2 weeks or so, that would be a lot of fun. Heisenberg, how you doing, sir? I tried giving you a hard time in Cade stream. I don't know if you just missed it or ignored me, but giving you a hard time. How you doing, man? Congrats on top into master. Hope you guys have a good war, as always. Who you plan on taking to rank 5 next, or do I have a 6-star? No, no 6 stars for rank 2 for me. Not the ones I have anyway. Well, I take that back. I do have Infinity Man. If I could awaken him, then I would for sure contemplate taking him to rank 2, because then he could go to rank 3, etc. But right now, rank 5, I'm on the fence. I got a couple of options, Corvus being one, and then there's a few others. Hashtag unwrenched dreaming. Yeah, right. So what kind of bad life advice can we expect? It just depends. Just depends. Yeah, I don't have a hug command. I don't get into all that. Boost! What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Zen Master, thank you. It's good to see you live. TS Tab taking over the funder. Bad decisions. $10. Oh man. Been going back and forth. I'm ranking Magic to rank 5 is my second rank 5. Blade being the first. Can't seem to pull the trigger. I know you love Magic, so hoping you can give me the push I need to do. Oh, dude, go watch some of my videos. If you see me die with her, then something went horribly wrong. She is a monster. You can run her with double edge and max recoil and actually heal yourself throughout the fight. I mean, ultimate power control. She, like, even if it's a debuff immune mini or something, you can still spam the special 2 and keep taking their power, keep taking their power. Great survivability. Limbo has saved me numerous times. The only thing I'll say about Magic, she has relatively low prestige, so I don't know how important that is to you. And you do want to get her signature level as high as possible. Otherwise, man, there's not too many champs in the game, in my personal opinion. Like, I know some people might not like Magic, but I can't see doing a lot of the things that I do without her. She's just that good, man. I mean, Korg. Infinity Man, I'd probably choose a better option against him, him. But otherwise, no, you can't hardly go wrong. Wonderful, wonderful utility, no matter what. I think with Alliance Quest being what it is too, and where it might be going, having her in your back pocket is not a bad thing at all. So thank you again for the $10, man. That's really super generous. I just do this for fun, so any of that stuff is like makes my nipples hard. It's a complete bonus. Thank you. Talon Raider, B Manny, how do you know when to stop putting Sig Stones into champs before they become basically used for improving their awakened ability? Well, what you would do is you would go and find somebody that had a Sig 200 champ of the one you're talking about or putting stones into. and then see how high you want to take them. In a lot of the cases where I'm only putting sig stones typically into champs that I rank 5 or I'm going to rank 5, and a lot of that has to do with two parts. One being their utility for their awakened ability, and then the second part being their prestige. Because obviously, the higher the prestige or higher the sig ability, the higher the prestige, more you score in Alliance Quest and things like that. So typically, like if you look at my profile, all my top champs are Sig 200 except Modoc. I need a few signature stones for him. But like Sentinel, I mean, he doesn't need it past 1, but he's got really, really good prestige. So I wanted to jack him, of course, all the way as high as I could get him. But for like Hyperion, if he's not gonna make your top 5 prestige eventually, like in the long term of things, then get him to like Sig 40 or 60 to where his awakened ability basically just falls off, where it stops improving, and then just call it good. Just keep it right there. Timeouts count, cost an attacker bonus. You shut your mouth. You shut it. Sentinel worth a tech gem? In my opinion, yes. On my alt, I actually used one of my generic, well, the only generic gem I had on him, and I don't regret it at all. At all. Dr. Doob! Yo ho ho, I'm coming for that booty. TS Tap, if you're looking for somebody else, check out Dr. Doob's channel. He's got a YouTube channel. He just uploaded a video today actually with his sweet Boston accent. He's got some magic gameplay. That's my magic sister right there, my magic brother, however you want to call it. He's a beast with her as well, and he'd probably tell you that he's never regretted rank 5ing magic a day in his life and throwing every mystic signature stone he could into her. She's just too good, man, too good. Robert, what do I do for a profession? I'm an entrepreneur, so I have a few different endeavors. My main thing is I'm a video content, like I'm a videographer. I do a lot of different types of films, anywhere from commercials, live events, weddings, that kind of thing. So I work from home a lot, and I edit, and that kind of thing. And then I own some rental properties, and I've got a business that I do. We saw grade lumber, so we own a sawmill and sell firewood in the winter, man. So a little bit of a bunch of different things that I do. Considering saving to rank 2 domino, I don't think that's a bad idea. I just think that because 6 stars are going to be the future, you just got to look at a champ that what does their sig level need to be, that kind of thing. And if it doesn't need to be that high, or just being awakened is good, then yeah, for sure take them up. But if they need that dupe, then don't take up. I think we're too early to take up 6 stars to rank 2 unawakened. So definitely keep that in mind. Definitely keep that in mind. Man, Manjanico, however you want to say that. I like both ways actually. How are you, my man? Dreamin' just effing jinxed it, Heisey. Congrats on fourth. I, man, ISO 8 might not know how to play a real alliance. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, he should. I think dude should commentate on his whole video, right? Not just, hey, here's the video. Let us know what's going out. What's going on. Kingpin jokes aren't funny, dudes. We don't laugh about those around here. BG, was that your only death that season? Was to a kingpin? I mean, like some like pretty that's pretty bad loss right there, man. Oh, Sentinel, the man, the myth, the legend. Put him down one time. Cam, oh man, good to see you, dude. I know you must have been busy lately too, because we used to see you in every stream. I've been missing you on a lot of those, buddy. Hope's life as well. We need to chat outside of the game. Just do a line call or something someday and catch up. Feel like uh, feel like I haven't talked to you much. Definitely want to catch up though. I was about to rank 5 Morningstar. Should I consider taking Magic to rank 5? Uh, okay, so we got Dreamin' in here. Cade was in here earlier. I don't know if he still is. Of course, those guys both rock. Morningstar and Love Her to Death. I don't know that they have Magic or have really played with her a lot like we have. Personally, I mean, I did want Magic for or I mean, Morningstar for a long time. I still would like to get her someday, I suppose. But I would probably take Magic just about any day over Morningstar personally. But that's just me. That's just me. And yeah, Dube say never regretted ranking Magic for a second. I think Power Control champs are underrated more. Well, I think they're perfectly rated in my book, but yeah, I mean, versus how other people approach it for sure. Everyone wants the champ that ends the fight in 20 seconds, but not me. Yep. I like to see what Panda Man Pete does with a global armor break node. He said, up, guys, taking a season off from 4 Loki. Or no, what was it? Kate said earlier. He said, all right, I'm going to take this, I'm going to sit this one out while I grind battle chips for the entire alliance because you can't. I don't know. I don't feel like she's a one-trick pony, man. You can do different things with her and take her into different fights, whereas other champs, are really really specific. So I really like a little bit of versatility in my high end. Of course not. Yeah, see, there's Dreaming. There he is. They beat us. What am I saying? Well, no, no, no. Never mind. Never mind. Would you rank 2 6-star Gulk Awaken? Ooh, I really, really like Gulk, but I think he's too situational for rank 2. I mean, he's like Starburst, Poison Champ, Mephistos, Magic, Mystic Champs, some damage over time champs, that kind of thing. But yeah, he's a tad too situational for me. I think he would probably do, at least in the current state of the game, he'll probably do just about everything you need him to do at rank 1. But congratulations if he is awakened, because that's a huge step, man. That's a great 6-star to have awakened for sure. Aldo, good to see you too, man. I haven't seen your name in a while. Of course, haven't streamed in a while. I have a five. I have five-star rank 5 champs. 3 are Sig 200. My prestige is 98. Cool, cool. The 5 champs are Blade, Stark, Corvus, and Starlord and Void in my 4 Loki material. Well, 4 Loki material is not necessarily based on what champs you have, but what you can do with them. So, if you've got some videos crushing some difficult content or some up against the wall stuff, I mean, we're always happy to talk to you, man. Hit up Max online or something, and we can always arrange a chat if you're like seriously interested. Oh, Kingpin did ruin your perfect season. That's what I thought. What a shame too. And the way it happened, it was that evade that gave him the fury buff that basically made him unstoppable. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna ask for backup last one disappear for a day to preserve the perfect season. Oh, dubes, don't do it. Go out with a blazing fury, man. Take all the fights, all of them. I know, right? I don't think I've taken a different path this whole season besides 5, and I think there was only one boss that I didn't. I think there was an Iceman boss once, and Edge had 4 charges for Corvus, and he ended the fight in like 20 seconds. It was crazy. Yeah, Dubes. I think Dubes is the only man with a perfect season going. No wonder he got so sloppy on that void. Perfect season nerves. Don't even phase it. Your magic is 455, Sig 179. You duped her a few weeks ago. Might 565 her to run her with Morningstar. Now dreaming. Now that is a dream team right there, man. Um, take because you've got the fights where you can build her up, build up Morningstar, and then you've got the fights where you can use magic to do what she does. So that'd be a hell of a team right there for sure. Hey, Cade, good to see you, man. Lingering, like it. Zips up his pants. Been feeling the nerves a little high for the fights in front of me at times. Dude, honestly, like the nerve part, I'm not. Okay, so I think like the most nervous fight I can remember having was the first time we beat MMX, and I think it came down to me soloing Morningstar Boss, and it was one of the first times I'd ever really. I mean, I might have taken her for sure, but it was a 565 Sig 200. It was like, if I don't solo, we lose, and I soloed, and I remember I was sitting in the floor of my closet. I've got a big closet, by the way. But I was sitting in the floor of my closet, and I was like, all right, totally focused, nailed it, jumped up afterwards, like, yeah, mother effer, and all this. And it was a huge adrenaline rush. And since then, I don't know, man. You take, tough fights. And honestly, like, I mean, because you get accustomed to your path. When I am on path 5, like today, in this war, when I'm scouting, I looked out there and I saw. A rank 5 domino, and I was like, oh sweet, dude. I mean, I know that fight. I know it's easy. I know how to play it. No worries whatsoever. If it's a Killmonger, I kind of have the same feeling. I did a void basically the other day with Magic for the first time after I died with Proxima, so I know that Magic can do that fight. So it's all living and learning your path, and just, yeah, take it with a grain of salt, man. You're gonna crush it. Always have confidence. And yeah, I believe you're going to end with the perfect. Might as well. Might as well. You also have a 6-star Nebula double duped. Oh, rank 2. Went ahead and took her up, huh? Okay. She has some she's got some utility, man. I won't fault you for that. She's a really good champ. You give those 20. Oh, shock charges built up. Unleash that thing. Tons of damage. She's got the power. She's got power control. Kind of a built-in safety net with her healing. So she's not bad. Not bad. Morningstar Guillotine and Magic Great Trio. Yeah, I don't care about the Guillotine synergy quite so much as I do the Morningstar one. And really, if I'm like full blown going just Magic, I'll run, which I rarely do because I take other fights. But I would run Magic, Morningstar, and Gold Deadpool because he gives 8% special attack bonus. You could say, yeah, why don't you run Heimdall for that? I don't plan on dying. I know it's like a cheat death thing, but I usually boost up enough where I've got significant amount of health. So I don't really. I know that, and then of course I do know you can dash back, get the crit buff and everything. But for the most part, I'd rather have more special attack damage because with her, I mean, I'm just constantly unleashing SP2s. So the more damage I can be doing with those, the better for sure. FNA have a perfect season going on? I don't know. I haven't seen the update in a little bit. I don't know if Taters has put one out in the last week or so. I've only been off 5 when it's not Killmonger. Even then, I tag it up sometimes. Yeah, one more. I was back up for 55 mini and Korg main boss. Oh yeah, yeah. I watched your video. That's when you took it with Omega. That was sweet, man. That was sweet. Big time, easy, like such a safe fight too. I just noticed I got my 100th war MVP today. Oh man. Dude, boss killing life. Yeah, I kill a lot of bosses, but I don't take long enough paths to get too many MVPs. I'm curious to see how many I got. I think I've got like 60 something, but that number hasn't changed in probably quite some time. But yeah, usually if you take one of the longer paths and a mini, you can get those things for sure. What is the most efficient item for the gift exchange, Kevin? Honestly, I do not. I mean, I think the most efficient is not what you want. I think it's like dual credits. So just gift what you need. What you want. If you're not looking to just piss away units on gifting crystals and fun things, not to say that they're a total waste, but more than likely you're going to be disappointed with the value. So if you need like mastery cores or you want level 2 alliance potions, I traded for a lot of boosts. The 10% health, or the 15% health, the 10% and 15% attack ones. I traded for level 4 alliance potions. Um, just a lot of boosts and stuff. And energy refills. I traded for energy refills. So I recommend trading for useful things. If you need mastery cores, to unlock masteries, then do the things you need for sure. I still get nervous from most fights, even 29 Killmonger. Done it so many times. sometimes I get nervous if I don't feel like I'm comfortable, like I'm not settled in to where to where I'm ready to take it. But I always try to do a couple of duels ahead of time, and then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, little refresher, let's do this thing. The only time I get nervous is if a fight ever starts to get out of hand on me, and then it's like, oh man, come on, then you rein it back in. Dreaming, oh, I remember that first MMX win. That was glorious. It was absolutely glorious. Our guys were pumped. I was proud of us, man, because we all know what it meant to beat them back then. That was big deal. And yes, Sparks, he was there. Thank God that dummy died twice to Goblin. Yep, that gave the win. I think they kicked some people before like rewards even paid out or something. It was something. Sure, why not? 99 9.99. How are you, my man? What is up? How do you find the time to work, be with family, be a leader, YouTube, and still have a life? Well, those things you just mentioned are my life. uh, I'm trying to figure out how like a way to say your name without saying TS Tap. I'm just gonna call you Tap. How about that? But yeah, Tap. Work, my family, YouTube. Which YouTube, it doesn't take long, man. You see that my if you go to my channel, I don't put out tons and tons of content, so that's like a side thing that I do. Um, Being a leader of the alliance, that's easy work, and that like I said, that's just a side thing. It's self sufficient at this point for the most part. And but like work, my family, and that is my life, man. I'm 35, so I'm not you know not looking to go out and party Fridays, Saturdays, dude. Honestly, like I can't. Last beer or anything I had was probably months ago. I can't even remember when. So not really big on that. Going to bars and stuff. It's been well over a year, I'm sure. Uh, those days, I was in college at one point. I know what it's all about. But nah, most of that stuff doesn't prioritize with me anymore. I have more fun playing this game and the community than I would any day of the week with that other stuff, for sure. Nick, I know, got a perfect season going on as well. I think Ronan does. Oh yeah, Ronan does. He's taking a few fights. Nick does work with Ghost. He definitely doesn't get it easy with her. That's for sure. Yeah, and those guys that can use her and do well. I mean, man, they're killing it. And they're ruining it for the rest of the people that aren't good with her, because then it's like, yeah, you've got Ghost at rank 5, bring her in. Oh, you just died twice. We're gonna have to talk about this after the war's over, because that's not gonna fly. One thing cool about Infinity Man is they don't gain power off of his special one, and then, well, she's dead. But you can basically use it to power control your opponent. It's great. Thanks for the sick magic video, B May. Makes me want to rank 5 my rank 4 magic sig 175. Aldo, that's a great level, man. She's almost max. So yeah, no problem. I love magic. Actually, other people getting nervous is probably what helped me become a more reliable clearer. I just keep thinking one less death from me is a little less nerves a contest champion that a boss killer has faced. Dude, you're exactly right. If I know that I'm going into a tough boss fight, which at this point I'm not really sure who those are, maybe a rank 5 champion, I'd be nervous about a timeout or something. But if I've got like 3 or 4 deaths to work with, like um, I'm totally confident. Oh, tap! Shoot, man. For some reason when I was reading through chat, I thought that was your first one. My bad, man. My bad. Yeah, gosh. Let me get you updated again. Thank you, sir, helping me my decision, and also happy to make your nipples hard. Well, dude, I will take that any day of the week. You can keep these puppies rock hard, cutting ice at your leisure, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, like I said, I was scrolling through chat and I saw it's in yellow, of course, on my screen here, and I completely overlooked it, man. I apologize. I apologize. I'm kind of slow on reading chat because I try to like really dive into people's comments and stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to check my war MVPs too. I was curious. 68. Okay, yeah. And like I said, I haven't got one in a while. So life goes on. But yeah, great point. Thank you again, Tap. I appreciate that, man. That's super generous. And I do agree with Mr. BG about not having the nerves if I've got a few deaths to work with, because I know that I'm not going to die more than once to a boss. So that's great. Um, Voodoo worth rank five. Situational Devil Dog, but some people like him. I don't think BG does too much, but some do. Dang, this is real. Yeah, Alex, what is up? Real as it gets. Though my rank 4 unawakened Ghost Rider in this match. Ugh. So stoked after the seasons of trying. My allies finally secured gold 1. Alright, fits. Congratulations, man. That's one step off platinum. The tier differences, I think gold 1, like, you start to actually get some relatively significant rewards, man. So congratulations, sir. It'll keep you hungry, keep your alliance pushed. Say, hey guys, let's see what we can do to tighten up a little bit and maybe push for. I should have just went for it. Go for platinum 3, and then see how you do there and keep rolling. Usually take path 2 to 3 combo or 5 or 9, and always 2 minis in the main boss. Oh man. Well, yeah, okay, that'll do it. One BG. Oh, one BG Wars, so MVP 1 every time. Yeah, okay. One BG Wars. That'll usually do it. Alright, I'm gonna jump plat here and let's see. Yeah, dude, same thing. Congrats, Fitz. Plat's 3, the goal next season. Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. I'll scroll down this chat just a fuzz here. 35, Grandpa. You're only 6 years younger. Oh, dude, it happens quick, man. Let me tell you. I mean, I remember being 16, 18, 20, 23, thinking 30 was forever away. Now I'm like closer to 40, and man, I don't care. None of that matters. It's all about how you feel, right? Most of the time. Sometimes I'm like, damn, man, it's 9:45 and I'm falling asleep. Oh yeah, I felt bad when we had someone die 3 times at 29 Void with Ghost. Ugh. Tell me about it. Because I was one of the people saying Ghost. Yeah, I didn't know if he's going to be able to finish. I should have just taken it with Magic. I could have soloed it. Mr. Roboto, 16. What is up? Good sir. Rank 5 champion. Okay, now see, that is where Morningstar might be better than Magic. Rank 5 champion. Although I'm still going to try one. I still want to fight one and see if I can solo him. I mean, it's going to take max boost and all that good stuff, but it'll be close. It would be close. I've seen rank 4 champions take bosses. Yeah, dudes. I was just looking at one of my fights earlier. I think it's the one I just uploaded, and I had 45 seconds left to do the rank 4, and I did finish off a rank 5, but he had 80k more health. I think it was 80k. So I technically I would need to get off 2 more SP3s in 45 seconds. So I think that could be done because Magic was doing like 42,000 per SP3. So I don't think it would take 40 seconds to get 2 of them off. So it's close. I mean, it really is. I'd rather have a little bit somebody with a more of a buffer, but um, it can be close. Variant versus LOL rewards. Variant, hands down. Way better, for sure. You got one path clear on LOL, deciding what to do. I would do Variant. If you've got the champs for it, you're going to get way better rewards all in all, and then you can always jump back into Labyrinth. And Labyrinth's just so long that because you don't get rewards as you go, you only get rewards at the end. And what are you getting? 45,000. 5-star shards, the Ultron, which he doesn't matter hardly anymore. He's just a trophy. Um, you get the 100 signature stones, which is cool, but they're coming more and more available these days. And you get 8 tier 2 alpha, I think it is, right? And depending on what tier you're at, I mean, if you're ready to do that kind of content, you're probably in a little bit higher alliance anyway. So tier 2 alpha would come a little bit faster. So definitely variant, man. Definitely variant. What do you think of Luke Cage plus the Heimdall and the Champion synergy? Okay, so you might have to remind me, but I think that that synergy has something to do with increased amount of exhaustion debuffs he can put on an opponent as long as he never backs up or something like that. So I think that's cool to be like super aggressive and keep playing that way. I don't know how practical it is. I think it's kind of just a fun synergy you might use in like some questing or something. But in like an alliance war, you probably wouldn't play that card. I don't imagine. Like I said, just a little bit too sketchy. Although, I mean, he can survive an SP3, so it might not be the end of the world to give it a twirl. For some reason, my MVPs come almost exclusively on losses. Sparks, why is that, man? You take like the most, you take that long lane too. So that's wild. I would think that more that you would be pretty steadily. I bet if you looked at the overall percentages, not just top three, I bet you're probably close to the top. Same with BG, for sure. My line's been gold one since season two and can't seem to go above that. We hit a wall in tier five. Yeah, Vindix. My alt account is in a tier 5 alliance, and I can tell you right now that like tier 6, tier 7 to tier 5, huge difference. You start to run into beefier defenders. They introduce the minis with their buffed up nodes and everything. So you really got to you start to step up your gameplay, use a little bit more boost. You might need to do some more duels. You got to scout your lane better. It's a you're getting closer to the top end at there, for sure. Tap. Okay, I'm not missing this one. I see what's going on here, man. Holy cow. Uh, Man, all right. Let me read this here. I'm gonna get you updated. Blowing my mind here. I'm gonna have to change my shirt. I just ripped two more holes in it. I just changed. Love seeing you here on BG streams, which I watch on demand every morning. Here's to hoping you make him leader again, just for shits and giggles. Pfft, dude, pay and you shall receive. 1 second, sir. He deserves it after the season he's had. Alliance. The only thing that gets me sometimes is that these buttons are really like you get a warning if you're going to kick somebody, but the button to do that kind of stuff is like really close. See if I go to BG, kick and promote are like right next to each other. So it's like let's be really careful with the buttons we push here. All right, there's BG. Twice in 1 week. I'm blaming this one on tap. Yep. Oh, it feels so good, guys. It feels so good. I am now. I'm a. I'm a free man. I'm off the hook. Oh shit. Let me do Alliance Quest real quick. I want to free up Edge. We just switched lanes, and I know that this, if this node is still up, it can be a pain. It makes Scarlet Witch stun immune. Robert, how much did I spend? Hold on a second. Not much anymore. I went a little overboard early on. I kind of regret that. So, anymore, very little. Very little. Made some poor choices early on. One of the worst decisions I made was I spent $1,000 one night on trying to get a 4-star Loki out of those crystals. Opened like 250 of them, and I got him once. Horrible, horrible decision. 4-star freaking Loki. All right, cool. Got the Avenger charge now. Good. He's cleared. Life is good. All right, where are we? Hey man, young man, 45 here and still playing games. Don, hey, dude, you gotta. It keeps you young, when you're interacting with different communities and games. Dude, I don't know. I grew up with games, everything from Nintendo, Sega, Super NES, Sega CD, even the whole gambit um, of systems. So I've always loved playing, and this one here, it's just so complex. Everybody think, oh, it's a fighting game. You do 5 hits, and you're out. And it's so much more than that. I mean, there's complexities to each champion, each matchup, plus the community aspect, and oh, just the alliance aspect that really keeps it entertaining for sure. Champion wastes a lot of time doing the unstoppable goofy stuff. Yeah, for sure. Mystic Dispersion, 5 out of 5 for him for sure. That's the way I like it anyway. Ghost is great for Void. Yeah, you can just kind of hang out, get your hits in, keep your combo up. Between Blade and Killmonger, who would you rank for as a 5 star, both unduped? Uh, Blade. Because Killmonger needs to be awakened for defense, and the situations where you'll use him on offense don't require his awakened ability, and you can probably suffice at rank 3. Because most of the time it's just going to be like getting a charge, or not charge, but like True Strike for a Medusa or something of that effect. So you can do that with him at rank 3. And Blade can take rank 4 Medusas, solo them pretty easily if you're in the lower tiers, like tier 5, let's say, because I just did it today. Tap, thanks again, man. I appreciate that. BJ will freak out. He's gonna just start waking up to being leader and be like, "Damn it, I'm gonna have to switch again." I and a few of us won't have a problem, but around 10 piece just can't hack it. But they're really active, and finding active people is not easy. I completely sympathize with your situation. The only thing that you can do is if your 10 weakest players are in the same BG, is try to spread them out across the BGs and put them on easier paths per se. That would be one way to kind of circumvent their skill level and everything, because you do like them because they are active. Other than that, you just gotta be on the lookout for replacements, man. That's a tough thing. If you want just a family-friendly alliance, where you can just hang out and do your thing, then and not worry about, hey, are we gonna win every war? Cause I'll do the alliance my alt is in. Like I said, had we won the war by 300 points, but we had 75 deaths, I think it was, which is pretty, it's pretty significant. But if everybody's cool with that and everybody's has a good time playing with each other and they don't want to push for those like top end rewards or winning every time, then you can live with a lot of sort of mediocre gameplay, so to speak. Oh, he's going down. There he is. 1G on a. Oh yeah, yeah. Rip. Tell me about it, Alex. Like I said, man, bad decisions. I don't let those. I don't let Tabs money go to fund those bad decisions anymore. Nope, nope, nope. Went a little crazy for Void. Only got the 4 star. I got burned too many times on those GMCs and stuff, man. So anymore, the only thing is I get, like, you see my unit stash. I bought a couple of deals that had extra things with them. I think it was Black Friday or Cyber Monday deals, and then a couple of the Christmas things. And I don't have no plans for them right now. I just like capping them just in case. I'm gonna need them eventually for something. But keep on that unit grind. Keep on it. I didn't think you'd. Didn't think I'd actually do it. Just made your day. Yeah, man. No problem. You paid for it. He can suck it. Atari. Oh yeah, Atari. That was sort of like it was there, but Nintendo was also like just coming out. I remember getting a Nintendo for my birthday, and before that, I did play Atari. We had some like Donkey Kong, and some like off-name brand games that my uncle. He's the one that kind of introduced me to playing all the games and whatnot. But yeah, a little bit of Atari, and then like I said, moved mostly into Nintendo because I was born in '83, so. I can give bad life advice, but sometimes I don't want people to walk in my footsteps. Bad life advice today. You got 15,000 units from the different unit offers and stuff that come out. I think the best thing you could do would be to just buy all greater gifting crystals. That's it. Just every single one of them. Maybe even throw in some. some greater arena boost crystals as well, since they have such wonderful value. So yeah, do those two things, and you are bound to not be disappointed by your decision. Not at all. I made two alts this evening event. Got two 4 stars. One has Winter Soldier and Red Hulk, and the other Gambit and Luke Cage. Which one should I progress on the side? Winter Soldier and Red Hulk, because Gambit just sucks. So yeah, if you wanna take one of them, I'd run with the Winter Soldier Red Hulk account. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Would I put a generic gem in a blade? 4 star or 5 star? But the answer is yes. Is he as relevant as he used to be? I'd say so in a lot of situations. For me, he's an Alliance Quest staple. Has been for a long time, and just because of his regeneration abilities and everything. Now with my current path, it's a little tricky to use him because it's biohazard. But that being said, he's good for the bosses. He's good for the third section and some fights in the first section. Plus, he's there for Ghost Rider. I really love Ghost Rider. So yeah, Blade is really a really solid champ. Has great prestige, so he's good. Only way to stay safe from those kick promote buttons is to have an account with a base hero rating that keeps you safely at the bottom. Yeah, Kate, I never see your account in there. I must not scroll down that far. We already spread them out, and a majority wants to push. Maybe it's just me, but it's very hard for me to kick anyone out. You feel bad? Vindix, it doesn't really get easier, but are you a leader? I'm assuming you're or like in an officer role. Um, I'm gonna I'm just gonna let you know that yeah, it doesn't get easier, but don't think about it as like you're making a decision for that one person. You're making a decision that's affecting the 29 other people. So even though you feel bad, that person that you're letting go, they're gonna move on. Don't be a dick about it. Like don't cut them before they get rewards or something like that. But I'll tell you the way I do it because I don't remove people too often, but when I do, so basically it goes like this: they finish their AQ path on day 5, and as soon as they finish it, I inform them because I don't have with map 6 you can't you have 10 people. It's one per lane, so you can't. If somebody got really pissed off and wanted to try to screw us, they could. So I always wait for them to finish their path. I send them an email or a PM just saying, hey, after AQ, we're going to let you move on. Appreciated your time here, whatever the case may be. But I think that, we need to part ways. If there are some situational things that came up or a reason you're letting them go, I might try to explain that a little bit in terms of why I'm doing what I'm doing. And then you just move on, man. Sometimes, yeah, it doesn't feel good, but you got to know that at the end of the day, you've got to keep the other 29 people's best interests in mind. And if they want to push, and one guy just can't fight his way out of a wet paper bag, and you can't rely on him, and it's not getting any better, but you need to be able to rely on him, then yeah, you just got to move on. It's a game, but you got to play it the way you want to play it. Ronan, what's up, my man? Yeah, Cade. Cade might be next. I might have to talk to him. In game. Okay, Robert. Oh, Vindix. Okay, yeah, you guys are talking to each other. Perfect. Yeah, definitely. Uh, I'm dreaming. I thought about that last night, and I think you're the only person I would not make leader for any amount of time. Oh, and I'm reading the comments after. It's pretty much agreeing. EAC, Bray, what is up, man? I hope you guys got a good matchup. I was chatting with Masta a little bit last night. I hope you guys worked your way into a decent matchup going into this final war. Oh, come on, Modog. There we go. Perfect. Not all the money in the world. Oh man, that's great. Yep. Since this, I've gone downhill since this has started. I was leader. Now I'm an officer. Next thing you know, I might just be a normal guy who can just play a GD video game without all the behind the scenes BS, right? What are the best places to find good alliances like Map 6 or Platinum Ally? That is a good question. Honestly, I have no idea. But you might, you know what you could do, Robert? just go to the forum, or not the forum, but the leaderboard, and just start looking at different platinum alliances, and maybe reach out to them and just be like, hey, I'm so and so. I'm interested, and you'd be surprised. Like coming up after rewards come out on Wednesday, there's gonna be a lot of turnover, a lot of turnover. So get yourself in touch with some of those guys, and I'm sure that you'll end up finding yourself being able to find yourself a spot somewhere. Voice actor work, tap. No, I mean I appreciate that the confidence and everything, but no, no. Just I've got like a cheap, crappy headphone, man. I would love to have like Cade's set up. I know he's like an audio engineer and stuff like that from back in the day, so it sounds like super professional. And my main forte has always been like video. So my videos and stuff always look really clean when I film and whatnot. But audio, and especially for like studio in mic in house stuff, I've never really focused or invested much in that kind of equipment. And sometimes Manny is suck is born. Thank you, Driven. Thank you. Management positions are hard, but someone has to do it. I'll do that. Yeah, like I said, it gets easier. Your skin gets a little bit thicker. And don't long-wind it. I'll be honest with you. Like, just they're not going to be happy with your decision, regardless of how much you pour out about how sorry you are or whatever. Just lay it out to them. Try to be fair and move on. And don't spend a lot of time. Don't spend a lot of time on it unless they're like somebody you played with for like 2 years. Then it's a little bit trickier. But they got to understand that you got to do what's right for you in the game and what you want and what your team needs. So, Cade for leader. Alright. AB man, who's the last guy you kicked from the alliance? It was a couple weeks ago, actually. Some French guy who I wasn't quite sure on, but we let him. We brought him in. Things looked pretty good, and then he started talking to me about buying $40 Odins, and within 15 minutes we kicked him. So yeah, that was a little bit sketchy. We did have another guy that lasted a week. It was a little bit of a language thing, and there was a little bit of he didn't quite live up to what he said he could do, or that his availability and stuff. And honestly, it was mostly his availability because he was like 12 hours ahead of us. So AQ started at 3 in the morning, and he always said like, "Yeah, I'm on to move right at first." Well, then he was never on to move right at first. Was an alright guy, although he ended up like turning into a jerk, and that's how Manny is suck was born. Because he called me a bunch of names, and I tried to be fair with him. Yeah, but he wasn't having that. So that was kind of fun. That was like an FU kick I gave right there. I don't do too many of those. Most time it's pretty amicable, but that one there is like, yeah, you can just go right now, buddy. Later. You need to win to get into Masters. Well, good luck, dude. I hope, like I said, hope you got a decent matchup lined up and that you guys play well. I know you guys are strong. Haven't had a great season, but I'm sure there's comeback on your mind. Boosh, she down. Yeah, thanks for the grats. So we locked today. It felt good. Wait, you don't want to be leader anymore? By Alvo, dude, I don't mind it. Because I've been doing it now for shoot, coming up on like 18 months, I guess, roughly from when I first started as a leader here. But I mean, honestly, like I would love to get the message or see the message like, be Manny, lane five. All right, awesome. Like, don't have to scout, don't have to, try to plan everybody else's lanes or anything like that. Don't have to arrange recruitments or talk to people who are joining and leaving and yada yada yada. I mean, I kind of enjoy it. Just because it's just kind of fun. But at the same time, I mean, it's just extra time. Like when I need to be in the arena grinding, or I want to be in the arena grinding, but all of a sudden it's like all these decisions come up. But we haven't had a lot of that in the past, like probably 3 or 4 seasons. Most of the time, it's like one or two people are going to step away. Season one was really hard on a lot of alliances in terms of turnover and stress. Then so a lot of people left. I think we replaced like 10 or something. And then season two, it wasn't quite as many, but it was still pretty bad. Then Command started to help crack down on piloting and cheating and stuff, and so it started to get a lot better. Where we're not seeing people having the burnout hardly anymore. Like the stress factor for us isn't, it doesn't seem to be there. Maybe it's because, I mean, we don't win every war. Right now we're 7-4, so I mean, we have a decent average. I think that we've just kind of grown into our role. We know when we have a good war, we know when we have a bad war, and we take it and we move on. No big deal. uh, you two should go to Vegas for a twin actor show. Okay, so I'm not. Oh shoot, what is it? He's. What is Cade? Cade, what are you, man? I want to say Lithuanian. No, that's not correct. Hungarian, right? No, Romanian. Romanian. Boom, got it. I am not Romanian. I am pretty much just like a normal Anglo-Saxon white dude with strawberry blonde. It's more brown hair. So yeah, we don't quite look alike. Don't don't really sound much alike either. I know people say that, but I don't hear. I've talked to Cade, like he didn't hear it, and maybe it's his bomb ass microphone. Maybe that's what it is. Or it's my cheap headset I picked up at Staples. Oh, it's not bad. I guess not too bad. Yeah, to be honest, like it's not that you suck. It's just you aren't very good. Yeah, it's something like that. Your activity, dude. Okay, here it is, man. In life or in this game, as a leader, and you want to hand somebody that crab sandwich, it's always compliment, bad news, compliment, right? So, hey, man, I've really enjoyed your time here. You've been a pretty good factor, a pretty good contributor. We're having some issues with your performance in war, and you're not as available as we'd like in Alliance Quest, but we think that you'll be a good fit for such and such alliance. Or moving on, I think that you're going to find a great home. So, boom, at the end of it, yeah, that's just how you do it in real life too. So, same thing happens. It happens, but that's how you feed it to them. Good news, bad news, good news. End on good, life goes on. Like I said, they'll probably still get pissed. it's it's almost inevitable. But can't please everybody, man. Can't please everybody. As long as the other 29 are doing or you're doing the right thing for the other 29 guys, then life is good. Life goes on. Would I use a generic 4-star gem on Killmonger? If I didn't have one on defense and I thought that at the tier I was playing at he would get kills, yes, I would. Because, yeah, he needs to be awakened. Now, if he's for offense, no, I probably, like I said, I probably wouldn't. The day that happens, be many, it's both of us enjoying that. You are correct, sir. Would be correct. Who would you want the leader to be if I chose to be just a player? I don't know because some people don't want it. Some people that I would probably recommend, like they wouldn't want it or they wouldn't have time for it or things like that. Um, Honestly, I haven't really given that too much thought, just because I have no plans of. There was a point where I was like, "Hey, I'm stepping down as leader." I talked to JDam and Vol about it when they were here. They convinced me to kind of just stick around in the leadership position. Like I said, this is when things were like super stressful. It was like season one, season two. It was just too much. It just wasn't right. It wasn't fun. But now, I mean, I don't know because I don't have like any direction for the alliance that I want us to go. That I don't think our other officers or anybody that would step in wouldn't want for the same exact thing. So it's tough to say. I don't know. Probably Cade, since he doesn't want it. Just give it to him. Peace out, dude. I'm not even an officer, and I spend hours most War of the Ronin, and then planning lanes. Yeah, dudes, it can take a minute, man. See, that's the thing. Once you know your BG though, and you know your guys' attackers and who they have available, you can get it down to like, but it still takes like 30 minutes at least. Um, to lay out a line, kind of confer with your other officers, like, hey, what do you guys think about this? And like some certain guys just handle certain lanes all the time, and then it's just kind of a matter of tweaking and dealing with some abnormalities perhaps in the middle. Or on the minis, maybe on the outside, but otherwise, yeah. Like today, for instance, Raz doesn't typically take lane two, but there was a Spider-Man OG Spider-Man on that Node 29, which is counter tactics, and he has a rank 4 Venom, and it's like, well, yeah, we're sending Raz with Venom because it's just the safest play. No evasion, just block what you need to and get her done, and boom, solid it, all good. For kicking people, use a Moneyball speech, short and to the point. I'll have to refresh myself on the Moneyball speech, but I do agree with, yeah, short and to the point, man. I don't. It's funny because Taters and I, our leadership styles are definitely different, and like sometimes even within my chats with Taters, man, he'll spell things out. Like he'll have a book written, on something, and then my reply or something be like, "Yep, sounds good." Or let's do this, and it's just like, okay. Like, oh, what was it? It was in officer chat one time. He was busy typing this response to one of our other officers about a question, and I think I popped in and I was just like, yeah, if you think that's the best idea, let's do it. And he sent me a screenshot of everything he typed out and was like, dude, I'll just delete this. It's like, yep, to the point, man. Get her done. But hey, that's cool. It takes all kinds, man. It takes all kinds. I love it. Who has the most tenure at 4 Loki? Aldo? I think it's like Mad Cat and BG. I think they've been around the longest. And Dubes. I know Dubes was here before I was. Hey, Kate. Romanian and Hungarian are the worst. What'd you call me? Did you call me Hungarian? I'll murder your family. Oh, my bad. My bad. Thanks, Keston. I appreciate it. What is that? Like Spike? I'm getting that from Cade. Like Spike? Nah, I don't care. You don't have to hit the like button. Doesn't matter to me. So you have a headset like BG? Yeah, yeah. It's pretty. Hang on, let me see. It's a Logitech. I don't have a model number on it. Just a Logitech over the head. Like with a mic sticking out the side. Pretty simple. I don't know if Brian's has both headphones. Mine has both, although I don't hear any audio through them. I just use it for a microphone, and it does the trick. I also used to. I've got like a little H1 recorder, and I would hook that up through USB and then set the audio input capture as the H1. But the headset seemed a little bit more, a little bit better, a little bit better. Can I join 4 Loki so I can get the private booting chat? Possibly, possibly. Most lanes are pretty sorted, but then you get the intricacies of some minis. Yep, exactly. And who would do best? Best chance for it. Lots of contemplating most times. Oh yeah, dude. Especially dudes like if I'm not available right out of the gate, or Sparks or Max isn't around to like kind of do a preview of it. And plus, like some of our guys are going to bed. Like if our war starts at like let's say 7, we've got some guys that for them it's like 2, 3 in the morning, so they're not even getting on. So yeah, it can take a couple hours to get the lanes all sorted sometimes. As short and to the point is not Tater's philosophy. That's for damn sure. Yeah, you are correct. Kingpin, what is up, man? What is up? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Dubes, does it ever come up that I might be taking a different path? But dude, if BG wants 5, what was it saying? What BG wants, BG gets. Talking to the leader here. Put him on 5. How much pressure is it being a leader of such a high level alliance? Well, I'll tell you what. We do pretty good on everything, so I don't have a lot of too much pressure. If we were failing and couldn't seem to right the boat, or so to speak, then there would be a lot more. So we're doing pretty good. So I don't really feel any pressure. Part of it is because like if I died a lot too, then That would be bad because I'm all about that whole like lead by example thing. So if I'm just getting worked over, wore in, wore out, that kind of thing, then yeah, there'd be a lot more pressure, and I probably couldn't take it. But otherwise, it's not too bad. That was me who had the. Oh yeah, yeah. That it was Sparks. My bad. I had the message typed out. I had to delete it because I was just like, "Yep, do it, get it done." But there's been other times, Sparks, where I had the exact same thing happen with Taters. Like he's like writing a book, and I'm like, "Hey man, all you had to say was yeah." Like, okay, I don't need an explanation. Like, if you tell me yes, I'm going to assume that you've given it thought as to why. If it fails, I suppose we can question your decision making in the post after the fact. But in the meantime, I like to let people learn and make their own mistakes. What's my opinion on the maze? Did you like it? If I did it already? Yeah, yeah. See, I did it, 100%. It was a lot of fun. A little bit, a little bit monotonous. I mean, the fights were cool because I got to bring a variety of high level champs for different fights. I thought that was a really neat aspect of it. The rewards were a little bit mediocre for how much difficulty and stuff went into it, but for the most part, yeah, I enjoyed it, and I would love to do more content like that. Anytime, anytime, for sure. Too bad you already hit the like button. All right, dude. No takebacks. No takebacks. Thing is, VG, you rock that lane. If you didn't, maybe that would be a discussion, but you never die, so it's never brought up. You got it. Don't you guys have like 10 voids in BG1? I know one of them's on defense, and BG's got one. To send somebody else on with a Stark and void on 6 to 7, right? That can happen. Is Maze difficulty worth the rewards? It depends on how much you have to spend. Although I did it for 600 units, I thought that was a pretty good value for tier 2 alpha and all those 5-star shards and some sig stones. If it's going to cost you, I'd say like if you can do it under 1,500 units, then that's probably a decent value for the rewards. If it's going to be more than that, then just don't even worry about it, man. Those things will come in time. What did you have? One death this season, and it was a domino, so it wasn't bad. Yeah, all right. I'm joining early tomorrow before half. There you go, dude. Just take off, BG. Just take off. Run down that lane. They can't stop you. You got to do something else. You can't be kicked. I mean, hell, you're running this joint. Nobody can kick you. You are the safest person. It's mostly just talk when I say put me on 5, but you do want to try to fight. Yeah, and you know what? You're not going to get that opportunity in the off season because you know what's going to happen. Nobody's going to place defense, so we're not going to get to try anything. But that's just the way it goes. But yeah, we're straight for this season, so I'll let you guys work out your own thing. And see, that's another thing. Um, Tap and I think there was somebody else asking about being leader. Is that each BG does its own thing. Like I don't really have much say or interfere with what BG1 does or BG3 does. Me, Sparks, and Max take care of BG2, and then the other guys, they take care of their own BGs. And then if there's questions that like let's say we've got a situation in BG2 about a matchup or something like that, and we're not 100% sure on what to do, then we'll reach out to the other officers and see, get multiple opinions on things, and then come back and make a decision. So it's all about, collaboration, teamwork, that kind of stuff. Which makes it easy too, because you don't have to like be totally responsible for 100% of the decisions. Ronan, you will in off season when there's no Killmonger on any node. Yeah, mind your BG2 business. I know. That's what I'm saying, man. You guys handle your thing. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, that's right. BG2 did get the no-no today, but we also died like 15 times the previous two wars, so it it lowered our average, so to speak. Brought it back down to reasonable levels. Uh, we've had like four one death wars this season. Oh, sweet, and it's always something that shouldn't have happened. Happens on easy fights. Yeah, but one, dude, you can live with one. Although I know what you mean. It's like you died to a sentry on Node 9. That was the one death. Why? Why, may I ask? Yep, been there, man. Been there. I was really, yeah, pretty happy with BG2's performance today. Cause not, I mean, yeah, we had the no-no, and yeah, of course, they weren't as stacked as some of the other alliances we faced, but we did take some pretty hard fights that I think going forward are going to be some good confidence builders. So that was good. That was good. And I think One Punch ranking up his Omega is going to help a ton because he smoked that Korg on 34. Just smoked him. What? I got my phone plugged in. Still getting low battery notifications. Oh well, good thing I'm almost done here. Only as smart as the people you surround yourself with. That is correct. Not necessarily just smart, but you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. So you want to be around liars and cheats and thieves. Yep, not gonna work. I use Sentry as the joke death because JD Darth Maximus he died in like his first war in BG2 to a Sentry on some nonsense node. I don't even know what it was, like 8, 10. I don't know. Shouldn't have died, is the point. So I told him, of course he's never gonna let that down. Well, I kind of forgot about it. Well, then he sends me a he sends me a something saying, well, at least it wasn't Sentry, and I was like, oh yeah, like I almost forgot about that. You're not living that one down. Nope. I shouldn't say easy. You think they've always been minis, but they had the right champs for the fights. Yeah, and stuff just happens. It is. Yeah, One Punch took a Korg on 34 today. Yep, 565, man. Ruined him. Like, as soon as he finished the mini to unlink me on 29, I jumped in. And by the time I jumped out 2.5 minutes later, he was already in that fight. And by the time I changed my masteries and came back, he was waiting. Like, that fight was done. So it wasn't even a minute and a half, I don't think. Destroyed him. Aldo, who are your top five defenders in AW? Well, I'm not going to tell you my top five defenders, but top five defenders like overall. I would say Korg. Let's see, Korg, Killmonger, Domino. Uh, Modoc can be tough. Sabretooth can be tough. Medusa can be tough. They all have counters, and it all just depends on the node and the skill of the person taking it as well. Because I mean, as I rattle these names off, there's counters to all these champs almost on every node. But there's some nodes that make them significantly harder. So, but those are kind of I think top five right there. Medusa, Korg, Domino, Killmonger. Uh, oh, shoot, Sabretooth. So, hope that gives you a little bit of an idea. All this talk on war. Got to put my slight brag out. Sold my first rank 5 Domino on 30 in today's war. Delithius. Nice, man. Who'd you use? Sentinel can do that fight really easily. OG Vision and Stark. Stark's a little bit sketchy. An OGV power fail, but at least he doesn't get the bleed, so you want to use an invul boost. So yeah, congratulations, man. That's always a good feeling. So you got your first one in. Now I'm gonna tell you, it hopefully, which she can be a little bit of a crapshoot, but it will get easier. Every single one you do, you're gonna get better and better at it. You're gonna be good. You're gonna get good. Be Kind Rewind, does anybody use Sim Supreme on attack? I don't know. I don't think so. Because he's pretty situational. Like, I'd only want to really see him for, like, a champion boss or maybe a Medusa boss. And we've only got a couple of high-ranking ones in the Alliance. And I don't think that they're using him on attack for anything. Like I said, I think he's pretty situational. I'm just happy we don't die 4 times in the first 20 fights anymore. Oh, dude. Felt demoralizing knowing the war was an uphill battle before most of us even started our pass. That's the worst thing in the world, BG, is when you... Early deaths. Early deaths. If we get like 80 in and we're at 0, man, that's a great feeling. You know you're doing well. But if it's like 15 and we've hit like one or two earlies, and those, you're right, those don't happen near as much as they used to. That was a horrible feeling, horrible feeling, and it did plague us for so long. You're right, dudes. It was awful. Christian, that I hate Korg. Yeah, once you get the hang of him, he's not so bad, but he can be a super pain. If you haven't fought him, I've dueled that guy hundreds of times probably at this point. So I'm pretty familiar and comfortable with just about all of his animations and different. I only duel him anymore as like refreshers, or if I'm going to use a different champ to take him out than Magic, because I've done him with Magic so many times. Because he's usually on like a masochism node because his health pool is so large. But yeah, Cam smokes Korg on 34 with Omega. Yeah, that's the new Korg counter for sure. He's completely just obliterated by by Omega Red. And if you throw in the kill Sabretooth synergy with it, lights out, lights out. Yeah, that's a really good synergy. I wish I had a Omega Red, just any star version, really. It is still a tough fight, Delithius. That's a good pull off, man. First time you pulled it out in 4 tries. First time, dude. Our guys still sometimes, if they take that fight with Stark, they'll die. It's tough. But like Dude said, yeah, you're on your way to owning it. The more you do it, the better you'll get. Max used a Sim Supreme just this last war for the hype on 55. Oh, did he? Okay, cool. Man, I had no idea. I didn't even look at his team. I just saw he cleared, and I was like, hell yeah, awesome. Well, don't know about owning it, but not as embarrassing as the first time, only taking 25% off of her. Dude, that's pretty good. Delithius, I'll do you one better. I have a video where I thought Proxima could take uh, Domino on 29 because of her like block thing, ability accuracy reduction and all that. Well, right out of the gate, I blocked. She threw a heavy and killed me immediately. It was like a 25k heavy. I went in the fight 5 seconds, live to dead. So you did pretty good, man. You did pretty good. It was, oh man, it was so embarrassing. So embarrassing. That's my favorite part of the maze, being able to fight meta war defenders, not just an easy duel. D Money Squad, that's true. Although if I am doing a duel, I'm not doing it with 455s and 565s. I'm doing it with like 3 stars. So you can make a duel a lot tougher than it needs to be, for sure. It was the quickest death ever, dude. It was hilarious. I laughed. I literally laughed out loud at how like awful that was. I was like, oh my god. I just spent all these potions and revives and I boosted up and boom, dude, heavy to the face, dead, KO'd. I was so pissed. I've tried so many times to like Proxima, and then like I had that beautiful Korg fight that I'm uploading to YouTube tomorrow, I think, or Monday, or tomorrow Tuesday. I can't. I think it might be Tuesday, but anyway, a beautiful. I was like, oh man, I might consider rank fiving her, and then I got smoked by Void on 29, and I completely reversed my decision. I was like, what a stupid champ, or stupid missions. Ugh. Standard Proxima. Yep. Use the dual bot. Yep. All right, I'm gonna do. I think I've got like one, maybe two chilled challenge tickets or whatever it is. We'll knock them out real quick. Might move up in Alliance Quest if I can, and we will call this a night. Let's see here. I don't need Proxima. I'm really just gonna use Sentinel. I'll bring these guys just for fun. Goals for 2019. Be a good dad, husband, work hard at my businesses, keep them successful, have fun at this game, and pretty much be a free-to-play player. That's my plans. No problem, Delith. No problem. That's what we're here for. Aldo just pulled, excuse me, just pulled 5-star Wasp. Got her to rank 2. What do you think about her? Should I rank her higher for AW defense? Is she awakened? What SIG? Because with her, you want her to be pretty high signature to be relatively effective as a defender because she needs to have that her evade or shrink charge timer or whatever you want to call it. It needs to be on a quicker cooldown. So the higher sig you can get her. Plus she does have great prestige. She's a total glass champ, great arena champ, does tons of damage, but has like no health pool whatsoever to pull from. Oh man, how am I missing that parry? But otherwise, yeah, I know that there's a couple guys like Taters and Mo Battle Chips both have her as 565 Sig 200, and they really like her, and she does pretty good on D. I just think that it's her, like I said, it's her health pool that gets her into trouble. But she gets kills, so good champ. And if you've got Ghost, of course, great synergy right there. Not that you might use her, but she's around anyway. Current top champs: Blade, Sentinel, Proxima, Goal, 5.3, 50%, 4 collector runs. I've got 12 T2A. Ooh. What champs should I rank for soon? Undupe, Spark, Void, Magic, Morningstar, and Hype, Tech, and Mystic Gem and Stash. Oh man, okay, cool. Uh, you've got Sentinel. Spark doesn't necessarily need to be awakened. Tech and Mystic Gem. Okay, I really like Magic. She's going to help you through a lot of, Chapter 5, Act 5, whatever you want to call it. She'll help in other aspects of the game as well. Hyperion, he's pretty good at rank 3, for sure. Morningstar's pretty good. I mean, Void, depending on if you need him. Void doesn't necessarily need to be awakened, but he's so much better awakened. Since you've got 12, I mean, you could feed 4 into Magic, and she doesn't necessarily need to be awakened, but it's like, it's a really nice, like her Limbo. If you had a bunch of Sig Stones to give her, she needs as high a Sig available as possible. So that she might be a really good option for you. But you got a lot of T2A, so you could work with a couple champs there and just get them up, see how you like them. Because Magic, even at rank 4 unawakened, is gonna, like I said, put in work for you. And then if you really like, the way she plays out, and you can see like areas where like Limbo would come in handy or something like that, then throw that gem into her, and don't even look back. You won't regret it for sure. Wasp is unduped. I wouldn't take her very high then because her cooldown unawakened is super long, and that's just gonna make it make her a really easy fight. So if you get class catalyst at a relatively quick pace, then you could probably go ahead and take her up to rank 3. But if you don't get class catalyst quickly, you might stop at rank 2 until you get some more materials or you get her awakened. 2019 is going to be a year of 6 stars. I feel it's going to get way more expensive. I'm hoping we can see more like bigger potions, come out because like the Alliance ones, the 6,000 ones, those are not cutting it anymore when you got 50,000 health, 40, 50,000 health. So that's what I would like to see. But there is the adrenaline factor, where they can heal back some of their damage or whatever. So that's always a nice takeaway, or a nice function of 6 stars. It's going to help keep their running costs down a little bit too. I'm also considering first run LOL and variant. Yeah, first run of LOL shouldn't be too expensive. With the champs you've got, I don't think. Let me scroll up here. Yeah, that was you. Yeah, Blade, Sentinel, they can get you through 1,000. Sweet. They can get you through an initial clear of Labyrinth like no problem, man. Then you can start. You do I think everybody should do an initial clear, and then from there focus on variant for a while. And if you want to get back into Labyrinth, awesome. It's just not as relevant as quite as it used to be, because it used to be like the place for tier 2 alpha. Now tier 2 alpha, I mean, shoot, we're getting a full one in a calendar, so it's a little bit more prevalent than it used to be for sure. Punisher 299, what's up? What is up, my man? What is up? Quick shot. Hey, dude, good to see you, man. How have things been going in your world? The last video I remember seeing of yours, for some reason, I don't know if you've put out more since, was it was your last cigarette. Have you stuck to that, man? You still you out? You cold turkeyed it? You good? Yeah, I just used a Tech Awakening. Oh shoot, hang on a second. This guy here. I just used a Tech Awakening gem and took my 5-star Sentinel to rank 4. Okay, okay, I like it. Where does he do best? AQ, AW, or questing? How about all of the above? The dude's a beast. I mean, questing gets it done. Shoot, I'm using him right here because of the incinerate like bonus I get on this guy. He does great in Alliance Quest if you need immunities or heal block or just raw damage. He does, I mean, I don't typically use him in Alliance Quest, I use him in Alliance War, but he is a stud Alliance War attacker and gets the job done. So you can use him anywhere you want, man. And longer form content, you probably want him to be rank 5 and like, throw on full suicides or something, but he can do labyrinth runs because he's got regeneration, off of every other special 3 can regenerate a lot of health for him. So a lot of sustainability. And here we go. This is probably in the fight. Look at those incinerates, 1,400 each. Yeah, I didn't even have full analysis either. So yeah, anywhere you want, Aldo. Anywhere you want. B-Man BG dudes, what do you think? We will see 5-star 6 tons in solo events. Man, I hope so. I know BG's been asking for it. It's about time. I mean, 4 stars are dated as hell. Been 2 months since that stream. Still haven't touched one. Congratulations, Quickshot. Good for you, man. It gets easier, right? Like you stay away from them, you stop craving them, and then it just you don't even think about them anymore. And it just I think it gets a lot easier with time. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Yeah, like Dubes was saying, it's anybody's guess. Auto fight here. Practice with them, learn to use them. Yeah, Aldo. I mean, the best thing like is just I put out a few videos. I'm gonna do like a complete overview video on them here within the next probably week or two, week to 10 days. I might do it this week. See how much work I get done or have to do. But building up his analysis charges really easy against mutants. A little bit difficult against cosmic champs, but build that up and then it's kind of whatever you need to get the job done. So alright guys, I think this is where I call it. Cade, I'm sure probably went live 10-15 minutes ago. I got my tier 1 alphas in. You guys made it super quick, took an hour and a half chatting with you, hour and 40 minutes. Huge shout out to Mr. Tap, TS Tap, sending over the $30. I mean, super generous. Really, I really do appreciate it. And to Croy H sending over that $2 super chat. You guys rock. Like I said, I totally unexpected. I like doing this stuff just because it's fun. So any of that stuff was icing on the cake, enough to make the nips nice and frosty. And so Cade's live, excellent, perfect. I'm going to jump in over there, chat with him for a little bit. Might hop in chat. I don't know if I'll hop on call or anything like that, but we'll see you guys over there. And thanks for swinging by, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Take care.